Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Uncut Critic podcast. My name is Kiddadonis, one of your hosts.
What's going on, everybody? It's your boy DJ Surf, a.k.a. Can I Kick It on Instagram? How y'all doing?
All right, everybody. Today we're going to be discussing Apple TV Plus series C and The Morning Show.
And The Morning Show. I like that show. You like that show?
What?
I like that show. It's my show.
Which show?
The Morning Show. I like The Morning Show better than C, but we're going to get into that a little bit.
So you didn't like Bubba Voss?
I love Aquaman. All right.
Yeah, okay.
I'm sorry for people who are listening to this right now. I need you all to know that he will be referred to as Aquaman for the rest. He ripped someone's head off in the water.
Okay, we're talking about C. All right. You can leave Jason Mimosa because I keep calling his ass Mimosa.
You call him Mimosa. I don't think he'll like being called Mimosa.
Okay. So
he's not orange juice with champagne.
We're gonna start off talking about The Morning Show with Jennifer Aniston and Reese Witherspoon. Right?
You forgot my boy, 40-year-old virgin, Steve Carell.
Okay.
Man,
Okay.
You know.
So what did you like about the show?
First of all, let me let you know something about the show. I gotta take a sip. Oh, that's good stuff. Let me let you know. I love the show because it gave a real outtake on what's going on in like real life. Like that Me Too shit is like real shit, like for real.
So you're seeing it from the Me Too aspect. So when I see it, right, I like the fact it comes from a real world perspective of conversations today. Plus, it gives a little bit more dynamic towards the ending of everything.
I agree with that totally, but
what?
It's like it's something about it like makes you think like it's real because you guys, everyone knows Harvey Weinstein and Mike Lawyer.
Even though he was just convicted today.
Yeah, he was. Ooh, wait a minute. You know, shout out. He got convicted before R. Kelly. That's a good thing. But
okay,
your boy Mitch, that's his name on the show. Mitch is played by Steve Carell.
Yeah, Steve Carell.
So let me give you a little background story. Mitch has been working with the network, TMS.
UBA.
I mean, but TMS is the name of the morning show. But, you feel me? He been working with these guys for what, like 15 years? And then, like, oh, he's been sexual misconduct. Oh, my God, no. Like,
yeah, he was basically accused of sexual misconduct at UBA. And Mitch Kessler was the co-anchor with Alex.
Jennifer Aniston.
Yeah,
That's her character.
And they were trying to figure out to replace Jennifer Aniston, and from that point, she decided to basically hit him with a bombshell on live TV by announcing Reese Witherspoon.
Yeah, Reese Witherspoon.
Bradley.
What's her co-anchor? I was like, that's kind of dope because she knew she was getting replaced. That's the thing.
Yeah.
She seen it coming because they were supposed to like get her like this co-anchor agreement. And they was like, yeah, that ain't happening. And she was just like, damn, that means y'all trying to get rid of me. The only way I can stop y'all from getting rid of me is from controlling the narrative.
Right,
so. Because
being an anchor, you do have power, especially when you're on live television and you've been doing it for so long. You're relied upon and you are the information person to the world. You become your own brand even though you work for the network.
And she's been doing it for 15 years alongside with. But it's like, my thing is like, I know you seen something, bitch. Can I say bitch?
Yeah, you can call him Mitch.
No, I wasn't talking about bitch. I was saying bitch.
Bitch? Like you want to call her bitch?
I'm not saying she's a bitch. I'm saying she's probably what's the name? Alex is probably looking like, look, I've been working here for 15 years, bitch. I should be able to do what the fuck I want to do. You feel me? All that. But it was like it seemed so real. Like
what do you mean? What do you mean by it seems so real? Explain, please.
I'm watching the show and they're doing a whole internal investigation, so to speak.
Yeah, within the network.
Yeah.
That's probably going on today. That's what's interesting.
And I bet a lot of people are looking at that now because if you watch the show, you're going to be like, damn, I wonder what's really going on.
And
with
they even brought up Harvey Weinstein in the show. That's what was interesting.
They showed him.
I feel like that was a power move on Apple when it comes down to the series.
They were throwing shade.
And the idea of bringing Mitch, which is Steve Carell, about the allegations and with Hannah, all of that together, just entwined a story that's so realistic, especially with the level of acting. See, I don't think Jennifer Aniston haven't been in a television series since the old days of her.
She was on a TV show called We the People, For the People. I don't know if you've seen it. It's about For the People. It's on ABC. And it's about lawyers and stuff like that. It's actually a pretty good show. I don't know if they gave it a third season, but they gave it 2 seasons.
They gave it 2 solid seasons.
Yeah, they gave it 2 solid seasons. I don't know about third season. I think it's gonna come out summer or whatever. But yeah, and it's like she has a real role. But see, my thing is that after watching the show, it's like when Mitch was, they was like, oh, Mitch did this, Mitch did that. It's like he was saying it was consensual. And my thing is like, why is consensual sex or consensual date? Like you see the English girl, girl in there. The English girl, her and Yanko, which is the weatherman, they were dating.
Right.
And while all this was going on, they had to keep their relationship on the down low because they know if HR found out about it,
right, it becomes
somebody could lose a job.
Yeah, it becomes a problem within the company. So like the big thing, what you notice, because a lot of people, when you get in like higher levels or like CEOs, executive producers, things like that, you have this sense of power in it. That exchange of power for promotions or influence or moments become not okay within the workplace.
See, I feel like that's only for like occupations like those jobs. Because I ain't gonna lie, I was a manager fucking my employee. I was fucking the shit out them bitches.
Okay.
And I ain't gonna front my move. I didn't get fired. I don't know.
But the problem is, anybody know?
Yeah.
The HR know.
First of all,
and the entertainment industry is very selective, and it brings something with ill intent with that. So, for example, I had told a lot of people when it came down to like, what's that? She's on Passengers. She's on
Olivia Pope.
No, not Olivia Pope.
Batgirl.
No, stop it. Okay, it was the Hunger Games girl.
Pamela
Jennifer
Anderson?
Lawrence.
Oh, Jennifer Lawrence.
The thing is, I felt like Jennifer Lawrence did that to get to the top.
She was a hoe.
With her,
she was a hoe.
Hey.
She was a hoe.
But the thing is, if I understand if it's consensual, I understand if it's conversed about, but at the same time, you should never be placed in that situation where you have to literally exchange favors to even succeed in the company that you work for.
So I have two views on that. So like the first view is like, the very first view I would like to say is that in the industry, a lot of people be fucking. Excuse my language.
Agree. No, it's fine.
It's like my thing is, it's not the problem. Is not fucking.
Okay.
The problem is after you fuck someone, you use that as leverage over other people.
Agree.
And my thing is, if I fuck you, why should you use that as leverage against me so you get another place? But the killer part, the killer part is, I was like, no, I don't want to lose my job, so I'm going to give you something incentive to not tell HR or not tell the world. So I've given you your incentive. So now you have got some good dick out of me that was changed your life. Okay. And now you have a better job, promotion, probably more money.
Level dick,
you feel me? No, it's probably like A minus. I'm not the full 4.0.
It shouldn't be like that within the workplace. And this
Fuck
whole
that.
series, this
Fuck
whole
that.
morning
We're
show
human.
series,
We're human.
Brought up the fact of toxic issues within the entertainment industry. Yeah. And like, for example, the fact that Kessler, which is Mitch, was Steve Carell's character, had an issue, and she knew it was the end of her reign due to the fact that her co-anchor was going down.
So can I like is this for people that have seen the show? Can I spoil the ending?
You can spoil all of it. You can.
All right.
This is one of those. This is more like a discussion. We're having a great discussion about it. Let's hear it.
The black bitch died, Hannah. Okay, so let me let you know about Hannah.
She ain't gotta be no bitch.
Shorty ass. She was cute as hell too. It's crazy, but just like all people with the anxiety, all that. I think that's a load of bullshit in itself.
Okay, I disagree with the anxiety thing.
But shorty ass fucked Mitch. And then after she fucked Mitch, she was going to snitch and tell the world, so the higher ups gave her a higher position. After they gave her a higher position, she, internally she felt bad about it. But she still took the job. She still took the money. She still took it all. And then when someone came back to confront her, all of a sudden now the pressure is on. Don't let the pressure be on. I hate. Let me cut you off. I'm sorry.
Okay, no, it's fine.
I hate when people get fucked, either the men or women have sex for advancement and play the victim, and then on top of that be like, oh yeah, I know I took the money, I know I took the incentives, but it still hurts me to this day. Then why the fuck you took the incentives then? Well, I take it, it's like an NDA. Okay. By signing this paper, you ain't gonna say shit. By taking this job, by taking this money, after I fuck you, I didn't fuck you.
See, the problem is that within the corporate realm and the moral realm, morally, it's wrong to use leverage to advance yourself.
Did she or did she not use the leverage?
I'm not saying she didn't, but I'm saying that if we're mixing corporate with morality, because morally this is wrong, it is.
Yeah,
and that's another reason why this show brings up this tangent of, is it okay? Is it not? And it gives examples of like the relationship that was together because they didn't want to get caught because they were following everything, but it was just.
And they had a good relationship. I like Yankovic and the English girl.
And it's always a thin line within a company. Your employer. It's always that thin line, and I feel like it brought the attention with this show, and I loved how Jennifer Aniston held herself in the performance that she gave towards not knowing Mitch's actions. I love the performance how she treated Bradley when she can tell it looked like she was trying to replace her current position at UBA.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I think that shit was bullshit too. It was a lot. Like it seems like every time one thing happened, it opened the door for more bullshit to come in.
Like what? What do you mean by bullshit?
All right, let me give you an example.
You know, because the audience want to hear.
Okay.
Call the bullshit.
Okay,
You don't say bullshit.
Call the bullshit. All right, let's start from the beginning. Shorty ass opened the door when when bitch got fired. She opened the door for Bradley to come in.
Okay.
All right, Bradley got to trying to expose the story for what's going on and who was doing what. What bullshit happened? Corey came in.
Okay.
Now Corey wants to take down Fred. Mm-hmm. Now the door opened with Corey want to take down. But by the way, Fred was the owner of the UBA, right?
Yeah, he was like the header.
Yeah, he was the header. He knew how to go. Corey opened the door for bullshit so he could take down Fred. And what happened? People got to double crossing each other. You look, what is it? Episode 8. Everybody was double crossing each other. Bradley was in there.
That's because people didn't want to lose their job. You know, when it comes down to people's employment, especially in the entertainment industry, you can easily get blacklisted.
So the question is, where's the integrity in all this?
There's no integrity when it comes down to a moral and company aspect of everything, you know? So I feel like Corey was the 2020 of how the entertainment industry should go. You should let the truth come out.
He was a shark. He was like a demon. I ain't gonna lie.
He wasn't. He came in.
Corey wasn't playing no games the whole time.
He came in very smooth, like a little bit. He gave me a little bit of Matthew McConaughey in the style of.
He was searching for blood, but he was smooth with it.
He wanted things his way, but he didn't double cross anybody because I know I'm the boss. This is my decision.
He wasn't the boss. He was second in command.
He was second in the command of the network, but he still was over
the network.
He was over
news. He was over the news. He was over the
Chip. He was over Chip.
Chip was the EP.
EP?
Yeah, Chip was the executive producer.
He was the showrunner.
Yeah, he was the showrunner.
He was the showrunner. So if I told you, here's your new host, you gonna just shut the fuck up and eat that? Because I'm your boss.
Jennifer Aniston.
Jennifer Aniston is an anchor. You are the face. Cool. You can sit here and complain all you want, but he was reasonable. Everything he did was reasonable. Just like when he sat Bradley next to Jennifer Aniston, or Alex. Doing that thing like, this is your seat. No, it's not.
But she took the power in her hands though, because she knew and Corey has a sneakiness. He's not sneaky. I will say he's not sneaky. He's up front, but he has this I don't trust him.
He did that role
don't trust him.
He was very
smiled at everything. He didn't frown at once.
Yeah. He was smooth.
Bad. Even when he got fucked over, he was just like
he gave a grin or something.
It didn't go my way,
and I like that. I like the fact he was a network head.
It's mama
or oh my god, he was a secondary network head that actually did it the right way. Yeah, there's no problem here.
Let's talk about the black girl. What's her name?
Hannah.
No, not Hannah. Ooh, I like it. Hannah died. No, the other black girl. The other black girl.
Okay.
Bradley Jackson's producer.
Oh, okay.
She had blew up the scene when she was like, you know what? I've been fucking Mitch for 15 years. Everyone,
right? Yeah.
She took the mic and exposed the truth. She's like, y'all gonna judge me? We'll judge. I can't hold this secret no more. But at least, see, the thing was, I thought she was a person that snitched, but it wasn't even her.
No, she just kept it honest.
Yeah.
It wasn't a serious thing. But it was.
It was. Okay, so when if you go back to the bar, so all the women went out to the bar. Everybody on the way was bar.
And she had confronted it
but when she was at the bar, she was like, she knew what was going on. So Bradley Jackson was there, the English girl who's like the intern was there, everyone else was there.
Right.
So I guess you could say Bradley Jackson and the English girl, they wasn't in the loop like everyone else was. Because everyone else was 10, 15 years season. So if you notice when that scene came on, they was trying to talk about Mitch and how Mitch probably wasn't wrong 100%. They didn't want to say we feel like Mitch was wrong, but sometimes stuff happens.
Yeah, he does cross the line. It's because Mitch had so much influence within the network.
Yeah, he was a good guy.
Mitch and Alex, they were great as a pair. They was the perfect. What was the line she used? TV couple.
TV couple. That was her TV husband.
Yeah, her TV husband. It worked well, so you didn't want to ruin that for the network. They were the front man for the whole network when it came down to the morning show.
Yeah, but it's like. And it's crazy because throughout the whole season, nobody could really defend Mitch like they wanted to.
Right.
If you pay attention to it anytime,
people left it alone.
Anytime, like anything like, oh, I feel like stop. Like they was gonna say, I feel like Mitch this, but they'd be like, I feel like certain things happened and it could have been avoided. Versus saying, I feel like Mitch was not wrong at all.
He was out here just.
He was fucking bitches
at work and just kept going on.
Fucking bitches. Yeah, I don't know if y'all heard me. I'm gonna say it one more time. Fucking bitches.
See, the thing is, a lot of it started the same way. He was charming. Things
yeah,
like
he
that.
Cool.
That's what's interesting.
That's a blue. If you watch episode number 2, so episode number 2, he comes in like he was like, I think it was 2 or 3. He was just like, who's gonna defend me? He marches. He literally marches in there like, who's gonna defend me?
And what they say.
Nobody said nothing
because you're going.
Alex walked out.
Right. I'm not about to sit here and be a part of this because you're going down. We cover the news, and since we cover the news, we understand the actions and the ramifications of that. Me supporting you will end my career as well.
And I got kids in the family, and my great grandma on dialysis, and she lives in my basement.
See, people aren't trying to deal with
Someone has to support great gramps.
So, what did you think about Daniel? It was the black dude that was trying to.
Okay, first of all, what Mindy? You know Mindy, right?
Yeah.
Mindy. I don't know her real life. It's her name.
Wait, let me.
The Indian bitch.
The Indian bitch.
She's sexy as hell, though. I think
Mindy,
she's cute. I'll do that one. But
oh my god,
Mindy, you know the Mindy show, the Indian Arab.
Yeah,
her.
okay, I know what you're talking
She
about.
had a small, minute role, but her role was consistent. All she wanted to do is Daniel, right? Mm-hmm. All she wanted to do was get Daniel to come to her show. Mm-hmm. That was her whole point. Every episode, she was just like, TMS ain't no shit, man. You know, they see you as another nigga. Yeah. That's what she was saying.
Mm-hmm. Indirectly.
I mean, of course, she can't say it because she's not black.
Of course,
but,
in the writing.
You know, in the writing too. But she's like, they just see as another black guy. And she says that. She's like, you're just going to be the token black guy. Yeah. He's like, yeah, I'm going to be the token black, but I'm a token black guy moving up. Exactly. Bitch just got fired. So, you know, he's thinking like.
Right. So now I think I'm the next person in the transitional phase of being her co.
As soon as Bradley,
Bradley.
As soon as Bradley came on, that was
the thing is, she was very emotional and she was very direct, and she got her big break just from voicing out
the video, the viral video,
yeah,
or the call.
Yeah, when she was going off.
This is exhausted. I'm exhausted.
And that's I think that's what led Corey to having this urge of we need a transition in the network of truth.
But you know who found her, right? The English girl found her and gave it to Hannah.
Oh.
So once the English girl found her, she gave it to Hannah. Hannah brought her in. Corey like, I like it. Mm-hmm. And if you notice, Corey was hurt on her ear the whole season.
Oh, yeah. Most definitely.
The whole entire season, Corey was in her ear.
Okay. So the real question is, what do you give the show when it comes down to ratings out of 5? And why?
All right. As much as I would like to give it a 1.
Ooh. Disrespectful.
I'm going to give it a 4.7, 4.8.
4.7, 4.8.
Yeah,
Why only 4.7, 4.8?
I feel like perfection could never be achieved because there's always room for improvement. That's just the bottom of anything I'm going to say.
Agree.
But the show was captivating. Mm-hmm. The show was not only captivating, but it kept my attention the whole time. I'm the kind of person I watch TV at night. So if your TV episode stopped me from going to sleep at 11:45, 2:45, I'm just saying, it gotta be something to it. Also, like I didn't even know it was a Golden Globe winner, and I feel like it deserves every single one of its nomination.
There was nominations.
Oh, nominations. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Jennifer Aniston played her role. I mean, granted, she played the average white girl who just like be surprised when stuff be happening.
But that's always been her like image, and that worked for her. And she know how to just
it was
nail
relatable, like the whole just situation.
I got like a horrible boss twist when she like certain moments of her performance and stuff.
No, my whole thing was it was just it's like it's something that is. One thing I like about TV is when you forget that it's fictitious.
Yeah.
And if you can watch something and you have to jump back to yourself like, oh, none of this actually happened, it's like, I feel like that's pretty good.
Right. I feel like it was no filler in this. I feel like the script was perfect.
The
fact that
it suit the cast.
Yeah, it came so naturally, and it talked about issues that's going on today, and it just flowed. And I love the fact that it flowed. I really can't really give no negative connotations or negative comments towards it. Maybe a little bit more episodes. Maybe I just wanted more content from it.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I want to see what season 2 looks like. I'm thirsty.
It's hard to see where they're gonna go towards this. Like, what are they gonna bring up? Because the premise around the show is around like what you call it, like sexual misconduct, the Me Too type of movement.
So, do you think it's more of so like a limited series? Do you think that's like what this was?
If they can figure out a good way to flip the script in a way.
I mean, Hannah died. That's it. So it's like there's room.
Mitch is still out there though.
Exactly. Mitch is still out there, and they never quite put it in to Fred. Mm-hmm. They never quite put it into what's going on with Corey, what's going on with the new EP. I mean, even though I don't think his new role should be any bigger than what it is because he's just now starting. But it's like, where does Alex keep her job? Because even at the end of the day, she admitted on live in front of everyone that she knew, like she was like
she couldn't do nothing about it. She felt helpless. That's where she pulled the victim line, but exposing all of the truth. And as the co-anchor,
and that's bullshit.
That's
I don't like that. I really don't like that.
See, the thing is, Mitch did do it. It's times where he didn't. Supposedly, that you got that vibe or that feeling towards it, but she did her due diligence as a journalist. She did.
I feel like whenever you say that someone did a crime and you feel like you turned a blind eye purposely to it, you're low-key just as committed as they are. I'm not going to say I was in a car with you and I closed my eyes, so I don't know what happened, but I was in a car with you while you killed someone, but I closed my eyes.
When people are afraid of their job positions, a lot of things change during that situation. So I'm going to give it a 4.8.
Yeah.
The reason I won't give it the extra 0.2 because I feel like it's going to be a lack of content after that. And hopefully the writers come up with a great storyline to spin off from season 1.
You never know. This might be it. What if this is it? If this is it, would you give it a 5? If this is the whole show?
I would have preferred it in a movie.
Or like low key. Low key. I like the movie too. Well, okay. So what if the next season is like 5 episodes just to end it? Like literally just
5 episodes, an hour and a half, or just an hour?
Hour. So 5 episodes is an hour, but that last episode is like an hour and a half just to put it into it.
I think I would like it. I think I would. Let's transition over to talk about
Aquaman, my boy.
Gotta love it. So the episode. I said the episode. I'm so sorry.
Aquaman.
The Apple TV's C. The thing is about this show is so different. Basically, race, culture. All of that is eliminated due to the fact of a virus 400 or 500 years before it actually happened. And now people that were still living at the time literally are blind. So the living people are blind, and it's been generations after generations of blind people. So you don't know what race is, you don't know what culture, you don't know none of that. You were born blind.
Let's just go off and just start off by saying that the name of the show is contradictive as hell.
What, C? How?
The name of the show is C.
It's the primary.
SEE. But yet, no one can see.
Right. Ain't that ironic? But
that's hilarious.
But if we talk about Jorah Morel, the man that was born able to see.
Until last episode, I'm sorry to clear it for you. Jorah Morel. First of all, I thought the guy name was I just found his name. It was like Jay Morel or like
Jorah Morel.
It's really Jorah
Morel. I'm gonna keep calling him Jorah Morel.
Jorah Morel. Every episode, if you watch that show, every episode you want to scream out Jorah Morel, because whether he's in the episode or not, he is described in the episode.
Mind you, they are coming from how would I say, like Native American type of style.
Yeah, they're very primitive. They're primitive as hell.
But you can't see. You can't light a fire if you can't see. You can't cast iron if you can't see.
First of all, Aquaman's in the show. He doesn't need to see to whip ass, kill people. He built a boat.
Okay.
He built a fire.
That he learned from Jorah Morel.
He built a house.
Okay. He built shelter.
First of all, did he kick Gerald Morrell's ass?
Wow, you're just gonna tell the ending like
you
that?
Said I could tell the ending.
You're just gonna go right. You're not even gonna lube it up. You're just gonna go right into it.
I'm sorry. Sometimes the best type of sex is getting straight to the point.
Mm.
Who foreplays on a one night stand? Nobody.
They're coming out with other seasons. It's not a one night stand.
This is the only season.
So the thing is about everything, Gerald Morrell was born able to see, and it gave a little bit different concept when people don't understand race. People can't see anything. Weapons like projectile weapons aren't around, and basically he was going around fucking bitches,
procreating
to create a seeing society.
I actually feel like usually I use the word fucking. Like fucking is fucking.
Right.
Gerald Morrell was actually procreating. Like he like you can't even say he was fucking. He was literally procreating
To build.
To build the nation of people who could see.
Right.
And he left books behind.
Yeah, the build for his children that he created.
Exactly.
But he was a terrible father.
Oh yeah, I mean he had one job to procreate.
You only had one job to fuck.
Yeah, his name might as well should have been Buck.
I feel like Baba,
because he came to fuck.
Oh my god! I feel like Baba Voss did the proper role as a father.
Oh yeah, perfect, perfect. I wish he was my dad.
I feel like it was unrealistic moments that was in the movie.
Like what? What was unrealistic?
The fact that he was just really killing motherfuckers like that. You ain't no blind swordsman, none of that.
First of all,
let's be real.
This is why, not to cut you off, but this is why his name is Aquaman.
Baba Voss.
Jason Momoa, Baba Voss, he will forever be Aquaman. This guy was literally in the water, slicing people underwater, coming out the water, snatching people, drowning people. He ripped a person's skull off his head. He is, that is, you can't rip nobody's skull off their head. You tried that? Last time you tried that. I tried that last week.
But even the thing is, I really like how they showed the growth of the twins.
Yes.
Haniwa and Kofun.
Yes.
I loved it.
I think it should be like Kofun.
Kofun.
I like Kofun. Kofun.
Complicated ass names. But at the end of the day, what I did appreciate is that I saw the loyalty from Kofun for Baba Voss.
I thought he was gonna fall for shorty ass. Cause you see how she was telling him like you have sight. You should be a guy. You should want more. Mm-hmm. You should just want to have to settle for what's going on. You should want to be better until her ultimate demise.
That's why I wasn't surprised that I was.
She didn't die, but she didn't make it with them.
Yeah, and I felt like that would have been different for him. I like the fact she was a seer. I like how they showed a lot of deception in the show, and it gave premise to like they can wait. They have no problem waiting, especially the general. Oh, I love the general.
There were only two people that could see. Oh, you talking about the witch killer? The witch hunter?
I love the general.
I was mad. He died too, y'all. Actually, wait. We don't know if he died. You guys stay tuned for the second season.
The witch finder warrior.
Hey, he was cold. I didn't like him until the very last 3 episodes when he found out that Aquaman's wife, Baba Voss, his wife was the queen. Mm-hmm. So once he found out she was the queen, he got off all the bullshit.
Yeah, she was the younger sister. Yeah. And her older sister was the queen.
See now though,
bro. The thing is, I don't. I feel like they need to give more backstory about the queen, because I feel like they left so much open. And when I mean they left so much open is because Gerald Morrell, like it was one scene where she was masturbating, talking about Gerald Morrell as if he was a god, but don't really give too much what happened. And what they do is they give vague moments of like, yo, the queen. They speak of a queen who was.
There was a lot of vagueness.
Yeah, I feel like they needed to give more detail, and maybe just because I watched the morning show that they gave so much detail that it didn't leave no compelling moments for you to.
Which one did you watch first? Answer that. Which one you watched first?
I watched C first.
Me too, but it's like what C. Only thing you know is the queen, the bald head queen with the ponytail. Oh she was the queen.
The queen, the bald head.
And her father was the king, and the king died.
So the queen's name is Queen Kane.
Queen Kane.
And the sister was like Margaret.
I remember her. I didn't like the queen. The queen was a hoe, and she was senile.
I'm not even gonna lie. She was crazy as hell.
She was very crazy for zero reason.
I feel like after her father died, she had so much to live up to, but she had a lot of the gladiator Commodus type of vibe. Like he wanted to give the kingdom to the younger sister and not the older one.
She had sense,
and she killed the fuck out of him.
She like the younger sister Margaret. She not only had sense and sight, But
she was fair.
She was fair. Like she was someone who could be a good ruler. Who what's her name? What the bald head bitch with the ponytail there?
Queen Kane.
Queen Kane. She killed everybody in the whole village.
First, they tried to kill her ass with a big deadly spider.
She was supposed to die. She was a terrible person.
Your own committee killed
the committee was fair.
What?
She was okay. First of all, Kane. She was sacrificing people for nothing. Look,
turning on the engine.
If you watch, I forgot what episode 4, episode 5, the committee, the Queen's committee, they conjured together, and they were saying how much the Queen sacrificed a lot of their people's sources, their people
resources to search
for what the fuck? She's mad because Gerald Romero didn't want to fuck her. That's what it came down to.
The problem is, the fact that he can see they see them as gods because they never had vision. It's hard to understand that concept or that construct of just simple race, no culture, no none of that. So you're literally going off of voice. Everything's off of sound, and Joe Morrell was able to do something no one that you knew that was living could do.
What's the problem? Joe Morrell's only thing was understand he could see, but he was only trying to procreate. She didn't like the fact that he procreated with his sister and not her.
Yeah.
And because of that,
just to look better, to be honest,
way better. You feel me? And then she had a little melanin in her. She had colored hair, all that. She was looking. She was smacking.
You just like the fact she had long hair. That's all. You didn't like the bald headed bitch Queen Kane.
No, Emma Rose is a bald headed bitch. She's amazing. You feel me? Just saying. But all I'm saying is, I feel like Gerald Morrell, once he started messing with the sister, got the sister pregnant. Okay. She didn't like that.
Matter of fact, what did you think about Bubba Voss being a stepdad? Especially being blind. You're a blind dad.
A blind step. First of all, I was raised by a stepdad.
Oh.
Not all the way, but the later years of my teenage life.
So you was grown then. You said teenage. You a grown ass man. You was like, nigga, I know why you here.
Like 9, 10, I was,
Oh, how you gonna go for? You went from 10 to adolescent.
I had my first kiss at 7, so I grew up young.
We're done. Let's get back on subject.
But
do you think Bubba Voss did?
He did. He not only raised them, but he treated like they was his own. And then on top of that,
because you can see, don't make you better than
exactly. And he was a man of the village.
Mm-hmm. He was a great leader.
He was a great leader. He did whatever the village could do. He took it in his own hands.
He was a psychopath. He was killing niggas.
First of all,
you remember the dude who was like, "Yeah, I don't know how the village took over a man that was a stranger."
The bald head dude who he killed his father. He was like, he killed my father. I'm like, your father probably deserved to die. This is fucking Aquaman, bitch.
And he's tried to have sex with his aunt or kiss
his aunt.
That's some whole nother taboos.
That's weird.
But you blind. Y'all can't see. You don't even know if it's your aunt.
Okay, first of all,
look,
they had. Okay, let me let y'all know. They couldn't see. Facts. They could not see. At all. But they had ways of communication. They had a rope that told a story. They had sign language.
Chop.
Chop, look. Chop, everybody. Look, it's crazy because when they said chop, the people who could see, they was alert as hell when they said chop. Like they know to say chop, but they was like,
something going down.
It was like, and then they had the black girl from
You talking? What do you mean by black girl? You talking about the one that was with him? You talking about Paris?
Paris.
I love her.
What show she playing now? How to Get Away with Murder, right?
Alfred Woodard. Yeah, I think that's good.
Yeah, it's like Viola Davis' cousin or something like that.
Oh my God, here we go.
but she
played her role. She gave that fairy godmother vibe. Yeah, like I got your back. Yeah, I went against your mama's wishes. She gonna be mad at me. She can fuck me up later. But it was the right thing Joe Morrell told me to do, and I think that was like some black connection in there because Joe Morrell's black.
Low key.
And
Gerald Morrell's a nigga.
And Paris was black. And
movie he played.
And I felt like that's why he relayed that vital information, like where to get the books, where to the next step, where to find the bridge, things like that. I really appreciated the Witch Hunter and his loyalty to Queen Kane. And I love the fact that he became sane or clear headed when he met Maggie Queen. After meeting her again or seeing her again after being lost, and I like the fact the notion of you could tell if they were royalty with the bells, right? See, that's another thing.
Yeah, she like when she met the witch hunter first, she was like, "I got something to trade." And right before he killed her, he was like, You have nothing I want. Da. And she, he, my queen. Shut the fuck up, bitch.
Yeah. And that's what's interesting, that it was so iconic that it was like a shift. It was a big shift in the whole thing that was going on. Like, what the hell? Like,
so Gerald Morrell is Joshua Henry in real life, right?
Okay.
You know, so I had to try to do a little background. Gerald Morrell's a real ass nigga. All right.
He did it. He did his job. Yeah.
He really did, but it's like it killed me that at the end he was a shit ass nigga.
Who, Joe Morrell?
Yes.
You just didn't like the fact he tried to give up Honeywell.
Yeah.
Well, he was afraid of his brother.
I mean, me personally,
Bubba Voss's brother.
I low-key wanted a little bit more insight on why he gave away. I ain't gonna lie, I wanted a little more insight. But it was like, I was just like low-key blue that he gave away, wasn't it Zoe Kravitz?
Because Zoe Kravitz. Who?
Yeah, Zoe Kravitz was Hannibal Lecter. Hawaii.
That was not Zoe Kravitz. That was Honeywell.
Honeywell. Who was it?
That was Nesta Cooper. You don't know who she is, I know.
Zoe Kravitz. But anywho, though, you feel me? I want to get away. American woman. That's her. But no, but seriously, it was like, I had a lot of hope for Gerald Morrell because in the beginning he was...
How they spoke of him so highly as a god, you know.
But he wasn't sure at the end.
It was one of those, he only cared about himself and his people. And that's where the big thing that came into play. That's
and the twins were humble. And I like the fact that they were very humble.
They were different because they was raised differently than the rest of them.
Aquaman wasn't going for that shit. Aquaman like, I don't give a fuck. He said like, I don't care if I can see it or not.
Every time I think about it, because they had that family dynamic that worked so well, and since he was the leader of the village, they had that protection. They learned all of the traditions of the family or the gang. What would you say? The village. The village.
Yeah.
And that's what led them to be more humble.
The clan.
Because they wasn't liked in the village. Remember at some point. So when you know they had like that Naruto vibe. You are the lone wolf of the village. No one likes you, but we cannot say nothing to you because you are a dangerous being.
And then the witches. Did you peep the witches? That was the witches, right? The people who be sneaking around. Gee, that shit was blown. I felt like they could actually see in real life.
No, see. Supposedly they can't.
I knew that, but
it's never find out anything about you, and you could tell when Kofun had brought up the fact like, I know what you are, I can see you. Like you haven't seen. I can see you.
I ain't see that before. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, I know you're a shadow walker. That's
and
that's where that whole information came into play. Like, you can't fool us. We know what you are already.
And like Paris, but I like how Paris knew who they were. Like when her Aquaman was Bubba Voss.
Yeah.
When her and him was talking, she grabbed his hand like, we are not alone.
Yeah, I like the fact
he instantly came.
See, and they explained so much. They explained so much when it came down to their way of communication. But my problem was the lack of backstory. The lack of backstory, like they had like little knot tying, like rope tying that explained.
I would like to know how that
that's dope. That's dope to come up with, and the hand touching like what they did. We're not alone.
But you know, I think that doesn't need any backstory, but the knot time most definitely do.
I feel like they ain't gonna give it to us.
Yeah, maybe season 2.
Maybe season 2. I wonder what they're gonna go with that because Jordan Morrell is what? Blind now.
He blind to Hughes. Like, I got something for you. He didn't even kill Jordan Morrell.
It's a gift from the ancient ones.
He literally said that. But and it's crazy because Jordan Morrell had a whole gun, and he was like, "I know what a gun is, stupid. I'm not stupid. Yeah. You feel me?
From the ancient ones." Like, bro was arrogant as hell. Like, but you can't shoot though. Y'all have a limited amount of bullets. You know.
That nigga did have AKs though. He like 50 AK. He was prepared for a war.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie.
But when you fought Bubba Voss, what did you have?
He said, "Welcome to my world." Hit the lights. It was a wrap,
bro.
Why he didn't run out to the light? I ain't gonna lie. He should have run out to the light,
bro. He tried. He tried to get loose, but you know this nigga is a snake on the ground. He's a dangerous being. When
it's fucking Aquaman.
Bubba Voss.
Aquaman.
But what do you give the show?
Because there was vague detail backstory, I want to give it like a 4.3. But honestly, I think the show is a little better than the morning show. I ain't gonna lie, but it's not. The detail separates the two. The morning show had a lot of detail. C didn't have a lot of detail, so I'm gonna give it like a 4.4.
Okay, I'm giving it a 4. And the reason why I'm gonna give it a 4 is a few things. The reason you have such a high rating is because of the concept. The concept of everyone died,
Yeah.
The mankind that did survive are unable to see. So they're taking away the concept of race, culture, all of that, and people had nothing. It became important. I like how they hyper focused that on the beginning, and that's what gave me that connection to the story. It's one of those people forgotten what beauty looked like. You remember when they had like that little monologue of everything, like, yeah, people wonder what pretty is, people wonder what ugly is. They don't have that concept anymore. So the concept of the show was great, but like I said earlier, I really didn't like the fact it lacked the details of, it's always like newer information that they add in that just didn't work for me. Like, for example, we have to get rid of Honeywell. Why?
Low key though.
And then as soon as your brother was looking for you.
Wow.
So everything's told. It's not like indirectly, it just happens,
But I feel like your opinion wouldn't be that strong had you not watched the morning show.
I did watch the morning show. I did.
I'm saying had you not watch it.
But it's one of those, like, that's the main thing that brought up my attention, though.
Yeah,
the lack of that knot tie-in was dope as fuck.
It was. Though.
And the fact that you can talk on a hint, dope as fuck. I'd even break up the fact of why the fuck they got special abilities randomly. Like, what do you hear?
I mean, but you gotta think about like that's a given. Whenever one sense you don't have it, the other sense is heightened.
They're only blind.
I understand that, but
they can touch, smell, eat.
But think about your main sense. You have two main senses: seeing and hearing.
What about the time when the witch hunter had came up and they was like, yeah, ready for war, la di da di da. What do you hear? What do you sense of their intent?
And they did find it.
Well,
I ain't gonna lie, they did. But you gotta think about things like that develop over time. You feel me? So like every generation that came after them, it developed. The hearing got stronger.
Okay.
How you think they was able to find them on a river?
Yeah,
them niggas was sliding down a freaking river
to avoid smell.
Exactly, and they still. Of course, they had the dogs. Or the dogs found them, but it's like they still was just like walking in the river in the exact location where they were. And if they were avoiding smell from the river, how did the dogs find them?
Things that don't make sense.
There's not enough detail.
But yeah, I'm gonna give it a 4.
4.
So yeah.
So my question to you is like, what do you look forward to the next season?
Ooh, the next season. Well, to be honest, I want to see how Joe Morrell handles being blind, because you can still procreate seeing children, but now you're in a world that you never had to experience.
I mean, granted,
as an adult, that nigga is like that's 45 or 50.
Yeah, that's gonna be hard, I'd say.
Exactly. And then his siblings. I mean, not siblings. Children. Gonna take care.
But two of the two youngest children was his son's children.
Oh.
Yeah. So all the children that was in the prison was his, except for his son, who procreated and had those two like 4-year-olds.
Oh yeah.
So those two
multiplying.
Yeah. So he's procreated. I want to know what they're gonna do with my boy Aquaman. You feel me?
He did a great job.
He played his role.
But even to be honest, it reminded me of Khal Drogo in a way. Like, I'm tired of them putting him in that frontier Khal Drogo type of style. I am, but he does well.
Works. It works. If it's not broke, don't fix it. That's how I feel about it.
I'm not saying don't fix it, but you're an actor, right?
Yeah.
I don't want them to typecast you for so long.
Diversify.
Yeah. Develop.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, same here. Like I'd hate to see just your boy Christian Bale only play Batman. Like, dude, play anyone else.
Agreed. So we're gonna end the podcast here. Please go like, subscribe, follow. We're available on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, and Spotify. And no, this podcast is not sponsored by anyone.
It's sponsored by Me, Myself, and I. Brought to you by Me, Myself, and I. Produced by Me, Myself, and I. Given by Me, Myself, and
exactly. Also, if you want to send us a text message for our next review on something, I'm going to give you our phone number. If you're ready. You ready? Okay. 312-298-9552. I'm going to say it once more for the people in the back, that's turning up their stereo or looking at this on YouTube. 312-298-9552. Thanks.
Photo.
Thanks, everybody. We're going to be logging out now.
And now. Boom.